wellnesstherapy.com, Namaste with me on YouTube. And today we are going to be doing an Ayurvedic yoga practice to help ground, tame, and temper anxiety. Now, if you want to get right into it, look at the description box below the YouTube video, and it'll tell you the timing of where to jump right into the practice. But first, I'm going to go into just explaining what we're doing and why, and how it may be different than a Western practice for anxiety or a psychology-based practice. In Ayurveda, we know anxiety is an imbalance of what we call the Vata Dosha, or an over-connection with high vibes that tends to make us feel anxious and send our energy out of body. So to tame and temper that Vata imbalance in our body, we focus in and down in our bodies. So we'll be grounding our awareness, and since this is a high vibration, it tends to make us move faster or quicker. So we'll also be slowing down our movements and imagining we're moving through water as we flow. Because the Vata Dosha connects heavily with the elements ether and air, we are going to be honing into the other elements today to help balance us out. Fire, water, and earth. I think that's it for descriptions. So let's get started. You finding a nice comfortable seat and opening up your seat to help you draw your awareness a little bit lower. Now, Vata doshas, when they're really prolific in our body, tend to send our lower body out of alignment. By widening your seat, bringing your ankles in line with one another, it's going to help your sit bones ground down. Now, if you can't get as wide as I am, wherever you can get, then press both sit bones down onto the mat, and let's take 3 belly breaths. As you inhale, fill your belly like Buddha. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, fill the belly like Buddha. Notice anything on the mind that doesn't want to do it. Just allow it to be there. Exhale, let it go. Let's get one more deep belly breath. This is helping to ground our awareness low. Anxiety tends to shallow our breathing. Let's take another breath, still filling the belly as you breathe in, and then letting the air rise to the ribs. And then let it all go from the top down. If you're holding your core, start to let go of your abdominal muscles. One more breath. Filling the belly like Buddha, letting it rise to the ribs, and then releasing it completely. We're going to go into our yogic breathing, but first let's connect with our element fire and body. Bringing your chin to neutral and grounding your vision with intention. Find a point to focus on that is still and lock your eyes into this point. Then we're going to start to feel our inhales. Feel the belly get big. Feel the air rise to the ribs and rise all the way up to the collarbones. Releasing from the top down. Imagining you have fire in your eyes, keeping your vision locked. 3 more breaths. Fill the belly, the ribs, the chest, releasing completely. 2 more. Fiery vision, intentional awareness on that deep inhale. 1 more. Beautiful. Now before we meditate, we're going to go into a light practice moving your spine in all of its directions. First, let's turn our palms up on our knees and imagine that we have 2 grapefruits in our hand that we have to hold. Feel their weight. And now we're imagining we have water surrounding us. For English speakers listening to this, we use the left brain to speak English. Our imagination is in the right, so this will help balance out the mind that's feeling so anxious. As you breathe in, feel the water around you and lift these grapefruits up, 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 and look up when they come together. As you breathe out, let them come down through that water. Feel that tension on your skin, drawing your awareness in and down. When the hands get to the knees, look in. We're going to do this 4 more times. Matching the breath to the movement, so slowing the breath to connect with this movement. If you need to take a full breath in and out when you rise and a full breath in and out when you come in, feel free, allowing your breath to mimic the movements at its own pace. 3 more. If you can, take an inhale nice and slow and an exhale nice and slow. That's perfect and great, allowing everything to happen at your own pace. 2 more. See if you can actually imagine and feel the water on your skin. A gentle resistance. As you draw back into the body, allow your body to sit back up. Now we're going to do the same thing with gentle twists. As you breathe in, reaching the arms up and overhead, moving through water. As you breathe out, twist to one side or another. Keep those grapefruits in your hand. Inhale, the arms draw up, maybe noticing the propensity to speed up. Exhale, draw to the other side. Now in our yoga practice, we do our best to create space for the mind. If the mind is resisting, that's fine, let it, but continue the practice anyway. Allowing that resistance to be there and following the cues, moving through water, slowing the body down. The mind doesn't feel, so you can feel while the mind is thinking. 1 more on each side. Drawing the arms back to center. Our last 2 directions of the spine, side bends. On an inhale, lifting up. On an exhale, put 1 grapefruit down, let the arm come up and overhead. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Now, if this feels weird, that's fine. Ayurveda is an Eastern practice, so it is not well understood or managed in our Western world. If you go to гоне's Botanicals, it's one of my favorite Ayurvedic Yoga connections. Has all kinds of amazing guides to help us understand how to tame and temper the body with Ayurveda just through a movement. Inhale, center. Exhale through water to the side. 1 more on each side. I always feel a little bit funky and weird doing these practices in the States because I know they're so different. Drawing to center. Exhale, hands to heart. So you should already feel a lot tamer. Your anxiety already settling. This is going to help us really ground down and focus our awareness from the hips downward, helping us really connect with our awareness in and down. We're going to take our thumbs and our pointer fingers together and meet our thumbs at our belly buttons, and let our pointer fingers come down to our sacred center, to our reproductive center. Pressing in here, making sure those sit bones are still grounded. There should be no pain in your lower back. Inhale, fill up the belly and feel the hands push out. If you're engaging the core, they won't. So we're going to have to let go of the abdominal muscles. 2 more breaths. Maybe closing the eyes, maybe keeping the chin at neutral and looking down. 1 more. Now I'm going to offer you some energies. energies, some water energies. Keeping your hands here, this is called Adhara Center or Power Center in yoga, in Sanskrit. And focusing here, we're going to use our power to try to envision or feel these energies inside. Eyes focused, either closed or open. First envisioning a rock. Feeling its heaviness, its structure, its density. Feeling this heavy earth energy. And then envisioning our bones, our entire skeletal system. And feeling how this heaviness creates structure. Breathing into any thoughts, feelings, or emotions that arise and letting them be there. Returning to the breath. Keeping the eyes at stillness. Starting to imagine a river. Imagining its flow, its soothing sounds, the way it hosts and holds life. Imagining the blood flowing throughout our body, hosting and holding our life, all of life in our DNA. Imagining the adaptability of both, able to flow and move through obstruction, through all environments. Noticing how we feel, what we think of these things, and returning to the breath, making sure we feel the belly pressing into our hands when we breathe in, when we release. And then imagining the flames of a fire, keeping us warm, keeping us centered, keeping us able to move in our body. Imagining our own digestive fire, keeping us warm, nourishing our bodies, making sure they have the fuel to move. And then feeling the warmth, the strength that comes from this fire. Now we can keep our hands here, or we can take them away. We're going to close our eyes and just keep drawing a line around this downward facing triangle. Drawing a line from one hip to the other through the navel, to the lower back, the space right in between the sit bones, and back up to the hips. Draw this line in your mind's eye 3 more times. If it's too difficult to close the eyes, with the eyes open, imagine this line being drawn. One more. Bringing your hands together at heart center when you're ready. And bowing to the light inside of all of us, these beautiful bodies. In Ayurveda, we know they are made of all elements, so we must not prefer some over others, or else dis-ease is sure to come. I bow to the light that learns how to understand the nature of these bodies, the nature of light, and how it is meant to heal all of us. Namaste. Thank you so much for tuning into this Ayurvedic yoga practice on anxiety. I know it can feel a little bit jarring, maybe a little bit hippy-dippy, and if it doesn't for you, that's amazing. I know all of this did for me when I started, which is why I say all of this. If you like this video, please like the video. If you want more of this content coming your way, make sure to hit the bell so that you're notified whenever I'm delivering more content. And if you aren't already a subscriber to my channel, hit the subscribe button so then you're definitely loaded up. To learn more about what I'm offering about Ayurvedic Yoga, head to my website, uncommonsensetherapy.com. Thanks again. See you soon.